We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, I swear this camera do not do what I be telling it to do when I be telling it to do stuff. Okay. How is everybody? Hopefully everybody's well. It's TGIF. So hopefully everybody's looking forward to having a good weekend. And I got something awesome to show you. It came. Hey, Miss Luke Hazley. It came. Like, this is the new proof. And I told you that the cover was going to be different. So the cover is different. However, the insides are also different, and they are awesome. So we are talking about, okay, charts in color, a bigger print. We're talking about these wonderful little photos at the beginning of each chapter and the crimson notes here. So I made the paper like an uncoated paper for easy writing. So you can write easily and have your notes. Such a beautiful thing. You know, the ending of the chapters ended off with like a lioness's paw. So all of these things, so we're able to see the different charts. You understand what I'm saying? The charts are on point. The print is large. It's a bigger book than it was originally in the manuscript. After all of the revisions were done and all of the beautiful touches were added to the book, and I have to thank my executive team for all of those wonderful touches, because it was their idea to put the little crimson notes in there and the images of the woman for each chapter and all of those sorts of things. So we're talking about, you see what I'm saying? The table of contents. You see what I'm saying? How beautiful it is. I went with like a cream color page, just because I think bright white is a little bit hard on the eyes when you're reading. So cream is like a softer, it's like the physical version of warm light. You know what I mean? I always enjoy reading cream color pages more than I enjoy bright white pages. Bright white pages typically remind me of textbooks, that bright white gloss. And so I didn't want it for this book because I wanted it to be a more of an experience. You know, you could just carry it around with you and write in it and all of those sorts of things. So it's almost journalish. And I just wanted it to be easy for everyone. I want everybody to enjoy this, and I want everybody to keep it, to be able to keep it. This means a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna get emotional. Yeah, see the back of it, nice. So they kept some design elements from the previous cover, although they could not recreate it in full. So I wanted them to get the color from the inside, that cranberry reddish kind of color from the inside of the book, and put it here, just to bring some continuity from a new cover to what was already presented inside of the book. So I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to set it to the side, but I wanted to show you guys that the proof is here. I'm pleased with the proof. I'm going to absorb it for the rest of the day and for tomorrow. And, I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to pray on it. But I feel good about it. So therefore, because I could be picky, but I don't want to add time, because if I don't approve the proof, they got to do it again. Whatever it is that I say I don't like about it, they're going to do it again and then send me another one. And so I don't want to be super picky about it. So like I said, I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to pray on it. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow, hopefully, with the same contentment that I feel now. And then I'll be able to approve the proof. And once I approve the proof, they will print. They will go to print. So we are on schedule. Shipping will happen next week. Whenever I know the delivery to me is when I'll be able to pick the shipping date for you. So I'm anticipating shipping should begin Thursday or Friday. I should begin shipping to everybody. So I'm going to ship them in the order in which my orders were received. So the people who waited the longest are going to get theirs, shipped out first. Okay? And then I'm just going to work my way. So I'm actually happy about it. I know I'm trying not to be emotional about this because I'll start crying. So I'm trying to woosah while I talk about, I still got my hand on it and everything. The finish line. You know what I mean? The book is not exclusively for women. I mean, yes and no, but that doesn't mean that men don't buy it, Eric. Plenty of men have ordered this book because they want to understand, but they also want to, they've got daughters and wives and women in their lives, So they have that. So they want to be able to understand what's going on and share to the women in their lives. Thank you, Too Tall. And thank you for outstanding. Thank you so much. Thank you for kicking off the contributions. Oh, wait a minute. I think somebody else kicked them off. Luke Casely did. And thank you, Miss Luke Casely. So we're going to get to the show. I've spent long enough. But I wanted to just give you guys the updates. Okay. So the video's going viral about one of these modern Black women saying that being a good man isn't enough. I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to run it twice so that you guys can hear it. And then we gotta talk about it because there's so much in it that we need to pull out of it. And today we're gonna pull it out. I know, Minnie Mouse. I can tell time. Thank you, ma'am. Anyway, here we go.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk, we do that. Yes,
we
but
will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out. Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
we will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out. Sometimes a woman can.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. It was a lot in them few little clips, them few little moments, them few seconds. Actually, a lot was said. And you actually get to see 3 versions of Black women sitting there. You got to see 3 versions of Black women. The first one, the one that was talking, is the one that has realized that this is stupid. This hyena is keeping them miserable. It's keeping them unhappy. She realizing it and trying to tell her other fellow Black women in her age group that, okay, ladies, this is dumb now. We're getting into stupid territory because we claim that we want good men, right? And then so now, because she started out saying women can talk themselves out of good relationships, right? Talking too much, saying the wrong thing, worried about the wrong thing. And then you talk yip, until a man be like, oh God, no. You know what? I'm glad you've been talking like that, because now I understand that this is a mistake that I do not need to make. So you talk yourself out of a relationship just like a simp talk his way out of some kitty. Y'all be talking y'all way out of whole relationships. A man that would have messed with you, then now you don't. Like, nah, you know, nah, we good. Talk yourself out of a relationship. You talking. Okay? Whooping through the plains. He hear that hyena call. And he be like, Then all of a sudden, your relationship stop like this. End of the relationship. Then here she come. The second version of Black women, the one stuck in hyenaism, the one stuck in lost value system, the one stuck in the delusion, the one stuck in feminism, the one stuck in entitlement, the one stuck in thought culture. She stuck. You know, being a good man not enough. We're going to get back. And then just because he's a good man doesn't mean he's the man for you. Why they always say it with that same intonation? Anyway. And then you had the one in the middle. See, the one in the middle don't get enough attention because she didn't say anything. But because she didn't say anything, lets me know where she is. This one is the one with one foot in good sense and the other foot in the sisterhood. She didn't say anything because she agreed with the one that was talking sense, but was scared to disagree with the other hyena. Because she don't want to be cast out of the sisterhood. She don't want it on camera that she was going against, footage that she was going against the hyena clan and the sisterhood of failure. She didn't want that footage. So you had 3 versions of black women sitting on a panel. Now let's get to some of the stuff that was actually said. What if he's not the man for you? This is a fairly new, and very popular reason/excuse given to justify not being chosen by a good man or realizing that they don't qualify for such men. See, we had one already that we talked about. Remember Short Bang? With the shoe analogy. She was saying the same thing. And the one before her with the sister with the glasses was telling us that her friend was quit a man. You know what I'm saying? He was a good guy, perfect guy for her. And then all of a sudden she broke up with him. And the excuse used is that he wasn't the man for you. He's not the man for you. He's not the man for me. Cap. What it means is that not only is she coming to understand that she's not equipped to enter into these relationships with these men, it also means that she's unwilling to change, unwilling to conform, unwilling to make any kind of adjustment in order to become more suitable for the relationship. Let's talk about suitability for the relationships, because these hyenas will get on any panel and talk about all the qualifications that a man got to have. And it's always the same qualification. It's always the same kind of guy. It's always this baller type, wealthy type, rich type, high value man type of guy that they claim that they want. The reality is that not only are they not qualified for that guy, they're not qualified for the average man either. They're not qualified for the regular old brother. They're not qualified for him either. That's the thing. The brother that's making the $45,000 annually, they don't qualify for him. They don't qualify for him, not the other way around. Because what we talking about is these women are not talking about these extra, 1% men. They are talking about the men that they encounter on a daily basis. And they are not qualified for that man. And the reason that they are not qualified is because what that young lady said. She was like, well, when I say good man, I mean good all around. His spirituality. She started loosely talking about his value system. See, we know about value system that don't know we know. Thank you, Sivan said in those 3, you have the disabler, the enabler, and the liberator. Thank you. Thank you. Perfectly said. Thank you so much. Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a long time ago. This is what I shared with y'all. What we saw was all three. Remember when I said the 80% was blue pill, right? Contented ignorance. They're often gynocratic in their thinking. She supports and benefits from the system of feminism and white supremacy, right? Then we got the purple pill, the gynocratic leaning. And then we got a small percentage of women who are actually in enlightened awareness. Okay? We saw all three. And you may or may not say that the one that was talking the sense is necessarily red pill, straight up, but she had more awareness than the other two. The one in the middle was gynocratic leaning and too cowardly to say that she doesn't agree with the other one. Thank you, Juan. Say it's bad when you don't qualify for the regular old brother. And you know what? That I get what you're saying, and thank you for your contribution. But here's my thing. The regular old brother that's gonna pull a 12-hour shift wherever he at, gonna come home, gonna actually love you, and I fake like he love you. The one that's going to actually try to support you. The one that's not looking to hold you back. The one that's looking to have this camaraderie with you and this building with you. That ain't no bad brother. And that's not a lower brother either. He ain't lower than the high value man. He not. He may not have as much money, but that don't mean he lower than him. Because there's plenty of them men out there that got good leadership skills, family men, ready to be fathers if they not already fathers, ready to be husbands if they not already husbands. It's a lot of men out there like that. And he's the guy that's doing the roofing job. He's the guy that's bricklaying. He's the guy, you know what I mean, that's working in an office somewhere in a building. He's the guy that's doing all of these different jobs that women don't even think of. He's the guy that go down in the sewer. He's the guy that's at the water filtration plant. He's the guy at the construction site. He the guy that climbed the power lines. He that guy. Y'all realize that I don't know how much it is everywhere else, but here in Chicago, if you work for ComEd, the starting pay for a lineman, which is the guy that climbed them lines, is like $80,000. It's like $70,000 or $80,000. That's start pay, base pay. Thank you, Just the King said the demonic Jezebel spirit in many black women is exposed. It is. That's that guy. Mechanics be making anywhere upwards of $70 to more than $100 an hour for his labor. That's the regular old brother. That's the one you looking over. That's the one you not qualified for. Him. Thank you, G Money said most of the men you're speaking of make big six figures. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much, G Money. That's what's going on. The blue collar guy, he is making six figures or close to. And even if he not, he's the guy that's really actually gonna love you. The way you claim you wanna be loved, but that you're not qualified to be loved for. Because you're not willing to make a single concession discussion about anything. She said, well, I don't mess with his humor. What does that mean? What does that mean? Y'all are so unqualified for even healthy relationships, let alone marriages. Thank you, Christopher. Said there is no structure, no system, and no order without average good men. Reality, natural order, and justice are enforced by the average good men. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know what y'all missing. That guy gonna get up at 4:00 in the morning, if not earlier. All he want is a lunch. That's all. You can meal prep that for a week. Take your Saturday and Sunday, couple of hours, meal prep it, put him in the refrigerator or freezer for a week. If you ain't up by the time he leave for work, he know his lunch is in a bento box in the refrigerator. He know that. Do you even know what a bento box is? I might have went over your head. Thank you, Barry Little says, shout out to the blue collar Henrys. Shout out to them. That Rob, that regular old brother, he ain't no joke. You not ready for him. This is what you're not ready for. And then we're going to go to break. You're unable and you're unwilling to overlook any shortcoming or simple flaw that a man may have. What's his shortcomings? What's a flaw? The flaws and the shortcomings. Thank you, Trey said these three ladies were representatives of the modern woman, sisters of fate, and their expected trajectory. Exactly. And every time I think of Sisters of Fate, I think of God of War 2, but okay. I used to play the mess out some God of War. Don't play with me. I ain't never played the new one, 4 and above, because I don't got a PS4 or 5. But I was the queen of God of War. You understand me? Do not give me that controller. Aries, do not do it. Do not do it. I will go back and play a part 1. I like them. I like that gameplay. Thank you, Norrin. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so much, Norrin. And thank you, sis, said naturally shy. Thank you. Hello, sister. Peace and love. Peace and love to you as well, my sisterin. We're going to go to break in a minute. You're consistently unable to overlook a man's shortcoming and his flaw. What is his flaws? He got certain little quirks. They might be a little annoying. Maybe. His sense of humor might be a little annoying. But the thing that y'all can't think of, and this is the difference between a lioness and a hyena. This is the difference between a wife and a jump off. When a woman is a wife, what she does is she takes those little quirks, those little things that could be annoying if she focused on them. What she do is she take them things and she put them in the whole context of the man. She don't isolate it. She put it within the context of the man. And what that does is it puts it, instead of blowing it up, it makes it small like it really is. And therefore, she's able to see the forest for the trees. She's able to see the forest for the trees. And what she say to herself is, can I live with it the rest of my life? Can I do that? Can I live with this the rest of my days until I die? And if the answer is yes, it ain't even a flaw no more. She don't even think about it no more. Okay. He laughed at goofy stuff. Oh, okay. You laugh with him. Because it's all right. Because he checked so many other boxes of leadership. He checked so many other boxes of his spiritual value, his health value, his family value, his appearance value. He checked so many boxes. I can overlook it. It don't mean nothing. Because he got to overlook your shortcomings as well. It's not one way. It's two ways. You're not the only one overlooking stuff. He overlooking stuff. You annoying too. Because every day he got to decide, is this enough? Do she check enough boxes for me to overlook that? When the answer is yes, he marries you. Thank you, Straight Panther. Said, Kendra, you are one remarkable woman. Any lady that plays old school God of War is cool with me. Y'all know. We gonna go to break and we gonna finish cooking though. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
Before we get back to this cook, I want everybody to be on their A game. They A game. They A game. You gotta be able to be on your A game, and the best way to get on your A game is to order A game and to have it, because this is the #1 herbal solution for men. It supports a man's overall health by supporting his vitality, his energy, his strength, and his libido. All right, so listen, you a good man, you're climbing the line, you're going into the sewer, you're breaking your back, bricklaying and whatever else you doing, or you are stressing your mind, creating something at a desk in an office. Whatever it is that you're doing, A game is going to be able to help you get that done and accomplish that at such a higher level, because it's going to increase and support all of these different things for you naturally, gradually, and it's long lasting. So 72 hours after you take a A game and you just go. And that's really the beauty of it, with no inactive ingredients and no artificial ingredients. This is what you're looking for if you are a man and you are looking for a boost in your health support. So in order to become part of the A Game family, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com. Please don't forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10 so you can have A Game delivered to you ASAP. All right, and I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button, bam, bam. You got to Please go ahead and hit the like button. We got 423 wonderful people who have already hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the other 500 people to do the same so we can march our way right on into the algorithm and grow the channel. If you're watching and you haven't hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I drop content and jewels every single day and you do not want to miss it. All right. Thank you, E. Cherry. Said coming in late, but most guys don't find women funny and we still date and love with no problem. And men love comedy. Men do love comedy. Y'all like comedy way more than women do, because I will not sit by myself and watch a comedy movie. I won't do it. And sometimes I like stand up, and it take me a long time to even watch that, because I like Cat Williams. And I think he got like a little special on Netflix that he had on there for about a couple of months or something like that. And I have not watched it, and I love Cat Williams stand up. So, although I know most of the time men don't find women funny, but I'm hilarious. But it's situational. You know, we got to be in a moment, and then I'll say something witty, and then it'll be funny. But just being funny, not really. Cat Williams is probably my favorite modern comedian. Cat is funny, okay? Cat is funny. But anyway, we are going to get back to this cook, okay? Unable to see the forest for the trees. This is how y'all lose in relationships. And this is how the lioness wins in a relationship. Because we're the ones that's gonna put that whole entire man in context. And we try to see him as a husband. And what we really doing, a lioness, this is the difference between a lioness and a hyena. A lioness is trying to imagine herself under his leadership. That's important. Can I follow this man every day? The leader and follower dynamic is strong and tenuous at the same time. It is strong and it's fragile. We're going to get to why later on. Too many hyenas don't care about a man's internal value or who he really is or what he really does or what he intends to do. Because you living so far in the lost value system, all you care about is what kind of dollars he got. And that's not even coming from a good place. Because you're not thinking about the future of your family and whether or not he's able to take care of it. You're thinking about how much you can get out of him to have a lifestyle that you can't afford to give yourself, or you're too lazy to do it. Let's move on. What she demonstrated was the overall mindset that not only keeps women single, but also keeps them unworthy for marriage because of this extreme sense of selfishness. There's no sense of self-sacrifice or thinking there are things that I can give up, things I can modify, things I can limit, etc., in order to give this relationship the best possible chance to survive. What can I do? That's the missing ingredient. Women don't think about what can I do to make the relationship go. They want men to do the physical work of it and then 100% of the emotional work of the relationship. If he's doing all the physical work and all the emotional work, where's your work? Where's your work? If you don't have no work, you don't have no worth. A lioness is always thinking about what's her work. What's her work? What's the work? We always come to our husbands and ask, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What do you want me to do for us? That's the essence of a lioness. That's why she go out there and risk it all. She go out there and risk it all. But y'all don't know nothing about that because you're entitled. And you are, the selfishness is to an extreme. Feminism has brought about this toxic level of selfishness in women. We all know that women have selfishness. It counters a man's selflessness. And I'm going to tell you why that's important. Because a man that's real selfless, he will spread himself so thin. He will spread himself so thin till he ain't no good for him. He won't be no good for you, the family, nothing else. He just spread himself too thin because he's looking after this, he's looking after that. He's trying to figure this out, trying to figure it out. I've watched men who do that. A woman's selfishness pulls him back. Babe. I know you want to help them, but you can't help them. You helping 90 other people. Beloved, if you spread yourself on one more piece of bread, you're going to be gone. You already done woke up with a headache every day for the last week. I'm worried about you. Your health is good. No. We can't do that. My selfishness pulls him from the edge. Because I'm thinking me and these kids and this house, and you can't kill yourself. It's meant to be the counterbalance. That's what it's for. That's why we're selfish. That's why it's a part of our nature. That's why. We're the balance in every way. That don't mean we ain't supporting. That don't mean we ain't loving. That don't mean we ain't good wives. We're doing the function that the Most High put us here to do. Thank you, 21st Century Viking says, speaking for myself, I don't even look or help women anymore. Not because I don't care. I just feel it's not worth it. Even if the tire's blown, I just drive right by. Now that's only reserved for my lady. Exactly. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. We doing what we have to do as a lioness. The selfishness, but that's a lioness. What we dealing with is hyenas and toxic selfishness. They not even thinking about the kids or the good of nothing else. What this selfishness has done, this toxic, feminist-driven selfishness, the one thing it's done is it has served to broaden the divide between men and women. The inability and the unwillingness to make any concession at all for the success of a marriage and the success of a healthy relationship has and continues to ruin the dwindling chances of us surviving at all as a community. You don't think right. This thinking right here, a good man, it's not good enough. Not good enough for who? Not good enough how? Not good enough in what way? What way is a good man not good enough? In what way? Whose measuring stick are you using to determine that your average regular old brother ain't good, a good one ain't good enough? He ain't good enough for you to stay with, but these F-19s that come to you, they good enough to have babies with, they good enough to go back and forth with, you back and forth in this toxic situationship with a dude that don't half think about you, don't half like you, and you stay pregnant with his kids. You stay arguing with him, trying to make him love you and like you and be around you. And he don't even want to. Then a man come to you, ready to deal with you and your brokenness, and you don't even have the wherewithal to understand, wait a minute, I'm broken and this man is coming in and he want to love me anyway. Y'all stupid. Thank you, Mr. Vincenzo. Oh, hey, Mr. Vincenzo, thank you. So here's something for Goal Achiever on her best-selling book. You have re-inspired me to complete my book by the spring. Oh, that's awesome. I know your husband, Daddy, are very proud of you. We lions are. I apologize if this make you cry. I know it's tears of joy, because you know I'm a crybaby. He gave me money. He mentioned the crybaby. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincenzo. And thank you, Miss 39 Dina. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Professor Carls. I hate that lionesses are going to suffer the collateral damage due to the toxic environment that these hyenas and chameleons are creating. Most good brothers have already left the building. And this is true. This is true. This is actually true. Ain't no ring on this finger. So I understand on a personal level that there are lionesses that are going to get the collateral damage and the fallout. You understand? I know it I'll be 45 in June. You understand? Thank you, Sivan. Thank you again. So hyenas want the attributes and benefits of Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Ghost, and Jesus Christ in the man they deserve. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Frederick said, I'm a 1950s child. Listen to Kendra. I didn't get this message the way it was supposed to be. Thank you so much, Frederick. Here's the thing. I'm going to show you the difference between a lioness and a hyena. See, a hyena don't give nothing in a relationship. She ain't gonna give you nothing but a hard time. That's all she gonna give you, a headache, a hard time. I'm gonna let the minister tell you what a lioness do. I'm gonna let the minister tell you.
So let's talk about phrases that a narcissist will
be good, sister. When you fall in love with a man, that love makes you willing to give yourself up. I'm not talking about giving up your body. I'm talking about giving up your mind, giving up your own aspirations, your own desires for your future. When you fall in love with a man, you give up your life to accept his life. That, look here now. You see me talking to him, brother. And they ain't arguing with me either.
Come on, brother. Come on.
That's why it's so dangerous to play games with a woman. I'm telling you, brother, if you don't mean her no good, please leave her alone. Don't play with her. Don't take her body. Don't take her pleasure. Leave her alone. Because if you're playing games with her, you could ruin this woman for life. If you play with her because she's so serious, her life is so made after the order of God that if she bows to you and is willing to give up her life for you, man, you can't.
Use on you. We're doing a little series on the channel of different phrases that either are narcissist or manipulated.
It does this mess. Yeah, I hate Facebook do what he want to do. The minister cooked, and I'm gonna cook right behind him. Thank you, Black Goku. These hyenas deserve to be single. The sad thing is that they outnumber the lionesses, and this is why Passport Bros is growing. And these hyenas are trying to stop them because they see them as eunuchs. Precisely. Thank you so much, Black Goku. Thank you, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Philip. Thank you so much. And thank you, Stardust. I'm so grateful for sisters like you, Pink Book Lessons, Celebrity, and brothers like Kevin, Uncle D, and Dr. Tia San Johnson. Thank you. Definitely. And I agree. Thank you so much, Stardust. Let me talk behind the minister. He was talking about a lioness. He wasn't talking about any woman. Because that ain't any woman. That ain't every woman. That, what he described, is what a lioness give. When she see you as that man, when she see her lion, when she see her lion, we give all of it. All of it. Whatever I thought I was going to do with my life, if it don't fit with my lion, it's gone. It's gone. And I don't think about it no more. Whatever direction I thought I wanted to go, when my lion come and say, we going over here, if I've agreed to that, I'm going over here. It ain't no more roads. It ain't no more directions. This is the truth of the lioness. The first thing that we got in order is the spiritual value. We're doing it because this is what the Most High want us to do. We serve our lion because that is the service of God. That's why we do it. See, we ain't doing it because he make a little money right now, because that can go away. We ain't doing it because he's sexy right now, because that can go away. We ain't doing it because his mouthpiece good right now. He talked a good game, blah, 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 blah. That can go away. Lionesses understand the sense of duty. See, we love the lion, but we don't always do what we do because we love the lion, but because we love God. Because a woman can be in her emotions at any time about anything, but the lioness understands the duty. We don't let the emotion I'm in today, dictate that I'm not going to be a wife today. Many a time I was mad at my husband wasn't talking to him. We walking around the house, ain't talking. Dinner was done. House was clean. Kids was taken care of. Bills was paid and taken care of. All the stuff he wanted me to take care of. And if he said toot it up, even if we wasn't talking, it was tooted up. You understand me? Do you understand that? That is what we give. That is what the lioness does that the hyena could never do. She's conditional and we not. You understand that? And the reason why the hyena is afraid, let me acknowledge these super chats, and I'm going to tell you why the hyena is so scared of that. Thank you so much, Wood Booger. Thank you. Saying the Lion King, the leader of the hyena clan, was cast as a black woman. Exactly. And thank you so much. Carrington Wells said, preach lioness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. See, that's what the lioness do. I'm going to go out there and get a gazelle anyway. Because I know that's what we need. And here's another little tidbit. The reason why a lioness will stay. And I'm going to tell you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me talk about why the hyena is afraid of that, what I just talked about. Because it takes courage for a woman to say, I put myself aside for you. That takes courage to do that. And hyenas are cowardly. And I'm going to tell you where that courage comes from. I'm going to tell you why it takes courage. Because the relationship between the leader and the follower is based on one thing and one thing only, and it's not love. What is it based on? Tell me what it's based on. It ain't love. Thank you, Miss Lou Casey. Said you are absolutely right. A lioness truly understand the meaning of godly duty. We are the meaning of loyalty to our men. Girl, you ain't lying. The answer to the question is trust. The position, the dynamic between the leader and the follower is 100% based on trust. With trust, the leader can lead properly without fear. And with trust, the follower can follow properly without fear. The reason why it takes that courage is because trust is something that is built over time. Take a long time to build it, but what else do it take? A moment, and trust is broken. Trust can be broken like that, like that, like that, like that. It could take years to build trust. 2 seconds, trust gone. Trust. Gotta trust you. See, we can overcome anything as long as the trust ain't broke. Can't break the trust. Have you ever seen a lioness, a group of lioness maul the lion? One time, this was a long time ago, I watched the animal documentary, and the lion that was the alpha of the group began to attack the lionesses and attack the cubs. They were his cubs that he had fathered. And he began to randomly attack them. It was like 4 or 5 lionesses. And he began to do that. And the lionesses was just growling sometimes, get him away, just growl at him, swat at him, keep the babies away, swat, and stuff like that. He kept doing it. And every time he came around, he was a little more aggressive. Do you know what them lionesses did? They surrounded him and then they mauled him. You know why? He broke their trust. They couldn't trust him to protect them anymore because he was attacking them. And he was attacking the cubs too. And it was one of them times he messed around and killed one of them cubs, and that's when all of them got him. Trust broke. He went rogue for whatever reason. I don't know what happened to him, but he went rogue and he started attacking his own pride. He broke the trust of the pride. The leader and the follower built on trust. That's why hyenas are feared so much and they can't do it. A lioness, it take courage for her because she got to step out on that ledge and don't know what's under it. Ain't no safety net there. She got to step out and it ain't no safety net. She got to walk that tightrope and it ain't no net. And she know it's not a net. She know if he go rogue, she's done. And to do it anyway, that is where the lioness is looking for her leader to honor that. To honor that. You came with me and you trusted me and you know it ain't no safety net underneath you. And you trusting in me not to let you fall. Don't let you fall. That is what lionesses do. We know it ain't no guarantee. Because I'm gonna guarantee you this. This is why I'm gonna tell you this, and then we gonna wrap this up. This is why a lioness will step out there with no safety net in that fashion. Because that marriage gonna be over by hook or by crook. You understand that? That man gonna leave you. It's gonna end in a divorce, or somebody gonna have to roll him out of there. One of them two ways, that marriage gonna break. See, mine didn't divorce me. Somebody had to roll him out of there. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't leave me because he wanted to leave me. He leave me because the Most High called him. And can't nobody deny that call. I ain't seen nobody deny it yet. But the marriage was over the moment and it was no more. You understand? No safety net. I trusted him 100%. He never broke that trust. He never. Not one time. He might have made me mad. I made him mad. We argue, we make up, we do, but the trust was always there. I had to get that to you. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. I just wanted to bring all of that to your attention. We already talked about the book. It is on sale and is here. So shipping is going to start next week. Okay. So I anticipate being able to start shipping these out Thursday or Friday or something like that. Depends on which exact day I get my run of them. So you can go to crimsoncure.com and pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. Y'all are going to love it. Y'all are going to love this book. I have not, except for the show, I have not put it down. As soon as I got it, I kept holding it and walking through the house with it. So I know y'all are going to do the same. I want to thank everyone for their generous contributions today and y'all contributions in the chat, y'all hitting the like button and all of that wonderful stuff. I want to try to make good mention of anybody that might have sent a Cash App. I don't want to ignore it. So if it's okay, I'm just going to say first names. Omara, thank you so much. Wali, thank you so much as well for your Cash App. Muhammad, hey Muhammad, brother, assalamu alaikum. It's been a long time, brother. Since I seen you come through, you dropped a Cash App on the sister, and I appreciate you. MashaAllah. Thank you so much. And MLR, thank you so much for your contribution as well. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.